And you may notice I'm wearing a sweater. Mary, it is holiday season, so
I love that
my name
about
is
you.
Glee. I'm wearing a sweater with Mary, and one of our core values is give joy.
Hi, everyone. You're watching the Light of Care podcast on YouTube or listening and watching on Spotify. This podcast is about our company, FirstLight Home Care of San Francisco and the Peninsula. Our goal is to provide comfort, company, and respite care to elders in need. This podcast aims to educate seniors and their families about the resources and support available to help them live well and age with confidence. I'm your host, Lynn Carteris, and today's episode is so special. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if I begged enough. I don't know what I did, but we are so honored to be joined by our president and CEO of FirstLight Home Care. She is a visionary leader, a culture champion, and someone who continues to redefine what compassionate home care looks like across all of North America and I think elsewhere also. Yeah.
Canada, at least right now.
Yeah, we're not
Stay
just
tuned.
we're not just in the US anymore. Glee, I literally can't tell you how happy I am that you're here. You know how much I adore you since the first day I met you. To watch you as a friend grow this business has been like, I feel like I'm your mom. Like I'm like this proud mama every time I hear numbers and franchise owners talk about you and their growth and how big you've made this company in the short period of time that we've been here. I'm just very proud to be part of this organization and even more proud to be your friend. So let's start with how you got started in FirstLight Home Care.
How did I get started in this company? Yes. So I've been in franchising for 35 years. And I came to FirstLight Home Care during the middle of COVID as well. And so I had been working with the company, public, private, all those kind of things. And a friend of mine said, there's this really neat company called FirstLight Home Care. And I think you need to go interview for that job. I really saw a need for aging in place, having my parents be able to age at home. And my mother-in-law, she's in an independent facility because she's now buried 2 husbands. And, you know, it's important to have relationships. And so for her to be in an independent gives her that opportunity. That's what attracted me to FirstLight Home Care.
You know, it's funny. We have such dichotomy because Jim and I's both sets of our parents died so young, we never experienced this. So for us, it's like giving back. The senior care industry is growing by leaps and bounds because we're all aging. The boomers are the biggest demographic. We're the wealthiest. And home care and any senior-related business is flourishing right now. So obviously the home care franchising is part of that and growing very fast. What qualities do you believe make a franchisee successful in the FirstLight Home Care system today?
What we always say on the corporate staff is we want our franchisees to be able to focus on 2 things, caregivers and clients. So if it's anything other than the people side of the business, if it's technology, if it's different things, policy and procedure manuals, different things like that, you don't want to have to be doing that as a business owner. You've got all kinds of things you need to do to actually serve the clients and hire the caregivers and provide training for them. So any of those back office systems that we can provide for franchisees, just use the systems.
So I want you to talk about the core values of FirstLight. Explain what makes you a cultural core value-driven leader.
So we at FirstLight Home Care exist to help people have their best day every day. And we said that intentionally when we were creating it. We said people, not caregivers, not clients, not schedulers, not salespeople, not franchisees. It was people because we're a people business. And so we are very people-centric across our entire organization. And we said best day every day because when you're working in the space with the elderly like we do, if you've had a hip replacement the day before, probably not your best day today.
Right.
But we want it to be the best day you can have today.
Right.
It also allows us to have grace with each other. If we do this one day at a time, we can wake up each day and say, okay, I'm going to do the best job I possibly can today. So that's our mission statement. And then we have 5 core values that go along with it.
Yep.
So focus on relationships first, act with integrity, give joy, grow together, and make a difference every day. And we focus on those with an action word, so it's focus on relationships, act with integrity, give. So it's something we're always doing. Mm-hmm. So we were extremely intentional as we built out the organization. And then we've got it on a card like this so that you can hand this out to anyone.
How many franchises do we have now?
We have 309.
Jeez Louise. When we started, not even 6 years ago, would you have 100?
180.
Yeah, that's insane growth. And I can tell you in the 50 years that I've been working in my life, I have never been happier. Who would ever think that? Most people can't wait to retire. Ugh, I have 2 more years and then I'm out. I am like, what's next? Like, I can't wait to keep going in this business. I feel like you feel the same way.
I do. It's a journey, and I'm in the same position you are.
Yeah.
This is where I will end my career as well.
So what is going to be our defining for FirstLight Home Care to make us better than everybody else? I think we already are, but what will continue that growth?
When you think about 5 years ahead, which is exactly what we need to be doing, is what's going to change is we're going to have more and more people that are going to need help. 2 out of 3 over 80 with memory care issues. They are going to facilities that have memory care. They're going to they don't have enough rooms beyond 2030, and so now home care is going to become even more important.
Yeah.
And so one of the programs that we developed a couple of years ago at FirstLight is our compassionate memory care, and that's specific for FirstLight. In 2026, we're going to be launching other disease-specific training that will be proprietary to FirstLight Home Care. So I think those kinds of things will really help us as we recruit caregivers and then as we're able to provide more services to our clients.
So FirstLight is a franchise. I mean, there's hundreds of them where we are. And, what do you think that we provide that sets us apart? Is it the people? Is it the system? What do you think that sets us apart from all of this?
Isn't it everything?
I think it is,
It's
but
the
I'm
whole
biased.
system altogether. But it really does start with the individuals that we award franchises to in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Because we're looking for people that want to own the community, that are out there representing this business. It's not like a fast food restaurant. This is a people-centric business. Mm-hmm. And so we need our franchisees to have both a head and a heart that are in line with each other. And, we're taking care of people's moms and dads and aunts and uncles and spouses.
That was really one of the things that I wanted to ask you about, because our biggest challenge is just keeping good caregivers and getting more. Mm-hmm. What do we do? Like, what are you thinking along those lines?
Do you know what the number one thing people look for when they're given surveys of where they want to work? What keeps them at a business location is, do they have a best friend at work? It's relationships.
That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting? And so it's when you're doing the training, like I know you and Jim do, bringing people in here, getting them to know each other, getting those caregivers to have friendships, among the staff and team that you've built here is super important.
I want to know what personally inspires you and what makes you who you are in this industry.
What inspires me really are individual stories. I love people.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I love hearing what other people like to do and to be a part of franchising. That's why I love franchising, because we're really helping people achieve their goals in their marketplace, and to just know what their journey is and then watch how successful they are. It's really exciting to be just a small part in any of those kind of stories.
I literally cannot thank you from flying out here from Cincinnati this morning to come and do this and come and be our merry person at our party tonight. You just don't see this very often. And I've been in business a long time. So I'm so grateful you were here.
Well, thank you.
I
Lynn.
really appreciate it. We've got more interviews on the way. For now, a huge thank you to all of my team for consistently bringing this podcast to you and to life. For more information, check out our website at thepeninsula.firstlighthomecare.com. Follow us on our social media pages. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.